Hey folks, good evening to you all. Hope you can. I've had some technical difficulties. I think we've got them ironed out. Big thanks to my friend Dean, super patient man. He gets me sending him frantic messages, typing away. Dean, it's all broken. Help me. He sorts me out. He's a good guy. Good guy, Dean. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all of you joining me for this stream. We're going to be looking at a fellow RPG hobbyist. His name's Phil. You know what? I have to admit, Phil, I did not know your first name. I just knew you as the bonus reaction guy, the Daggerheart guy. So I feel like I know you a little better now. Is it one of the 47,000 or 172,000? Excuse me. Yes. No. I don't know if this was or not. This was on my radar screen though, because I was looking for. Yeah, technical difficulties. Are you? Is it coming through okay? Can I just get a thumbs up from somebody? It's all just, magic happening in the background. I can hear the jazz. It sounds good to me. It's calming. Sounds good right now. Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, and Tom, welcome. Bleeker's here. Thank you. Zarian, thank you for the feedback. Appreciate that. Captain Conway's here. Elf Hunter and Adept Austin. Audio is good. Okay, great. Daniel, it was fine till 3 seconds ago, unless you're goofing. Uh-oh. I was maybe too loud. I get excited. Daniel, you have to forgive me. It was you? All right, sorry, kid. Maya. Hiya. How you doing? Good to see you. Poor Orc Child, saying hello. I don't know how many of you people know Phil. I want to introduce you to Phil. This is Phil. Phil has a successful channel. I'm happy for you, Phil. I really am. Seems like a nice guy. Phil does. Very, very enthusiastic about Daggerheart. Now, I've played Daggerheart. I have played it. Oh, hold on. I got to show you this. I'm excited about this. Look at this, folks. It seems like a nice guy's coded language, maybe. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, unplugged my headphones. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Oh, RPG Gen Exile. Hello, Super Stealthy Pancake. Good to see you. I saw Gronyard guy too. Here, look, but check this out, guys. Check it out. And Maya. No, this shirt has Easter eggs. Look at. Don't want to show you too much here. This is a family-friendly stream. Check out what it says here. All right? Huh? Look at this. And the Japanese on the bottom says crispy in kanji. Or whatever that is. It's probably not. Hold on. Let me see if you can get a better view. See? Oh, hold on. Not your turn. This is original art. Original. I'm going to call it one of a kind. Anyway. Yeah. Table bunny, is that what you meant to write? Oh, good fun. I have another one too. I have two. And this is, I have to say, big thanks to Roll On Buddy, Uriah, and others that were involved in creating this for me. Beautiful gift. It's a real treasure. I like it a lot. Yes, that's right. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude to you. I just I understand the composition of my audience. Only one in the world. That's right. This is a one of a kind. Just glory or bask in the glory. I even changed the ring I was wearing to match the beautiful red color. It's coming out a little orange here because of my lighting. No, it's a beautiful red. Angry red. Like my face, usually, when I'm doing this. Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you again to Uriah. Thank you. And I believe Nicholas was involved with some of the artwork. He's coordinating. I do coordinate. See? Look at that. It's red. For the benefit of the colorblind. We're a colorblind friendly stream, folks. Okay, back to this. Let's not get distracted. This is Phil. Phil of Bonus Reaction. Huge fan. Bonus Reaction. Phil is a huge fan of the big actual plays. He makes a lot of videos. Phil, you make a lot of, I mean, honestly, from the heart. It's just still speechless over this, Uriah. I went and saw Uriah in the flesh, in person. It was lovely. I want to go back. That's how fun it was. Phil makes content predominantly focusing in on what he sees as solutions provided by Matt Mercer or Brennan Mulligan or others like that. Like he's a big fan of those actual plays. He watches a lot of actual plays, like yours truly, a connoisseur of actual plays, a fellow connoisseur. And Phil, to his great credit, and I'm not being facetious, Phil, to your credit, you decided to press pause on the DM advice and run a game to show us you running your favorite. I don't want to be presumptuous. Maybe not your favorite game, but it's going to be up there. Daggerheart, you talk a lot about Daggerheart. You understand that? Hey, everyone's got their preference. I've played Daggerheart, Phil. I have. There were things I liked about it. There were things I wasn't as crazy about. I know you like it a lot, and that's fine. Not here to police your taste in games. I'm sure others will do that. Not me. So as I was saying, Phil, huge risk. Yeah, that's right. K-Dolo does that for me. Phil posted a game that he ran for his friends and his wife and 2 friends. And he made it public and he didn't force us to pay for it. And it's nerve-wracking to do this. I understand that, Phil. And you open yourselves up to critique. Can you imagine that, people? Who out there is critiquing people's fun? Huh? How can you do that? How dare you? How dare you, sir? Well, the purpose of this video, Phil, is to provide some constructive feedback in hopefully a way that'll be entertaining and we can all laugh a little bit together. And maybe I'll say something from my perspective. Now, I'll talk, Phil, I got to tell you about my perspective. My perspective is role-playing games should focus on role-playing. That's my whole thing. It's my shtick. Yeah, it's my thing. So Phil, when I watch your game, I'm looking at roleplay. What helps the roleplay, what hurts it. So take it for what it's worth. It's coming from a good place. I got cool jazz, I got a hot drink, and I've got some tips. I can't help myself, Phil. You know how it is. Isn't it revolutionary, Captain? I like to call it Conway Captain. Anyway, revolutionary. Even in Daggerheart. And Daggerheart, of course, was made, according to some, by filthy theater kids. I didn't say that. It was supposed to be a system designed by Critical Role and Darrington Press. They created this game to better fit the kind of actual plays they want to run. Well, that's got to be role play, isn't it? So we should, when we watch a Daggerheart game, role play should be front and center. Always. Okay. You, Phil, again, I got to give you some praise here, my friend. You posted a video with the title. I mean, again, understand the YouTube game. I'm starting to understand the YouTube game. I know there's lots of complexity with the YouTube game. You have to delete your channel or threaten to delete your channel or talk about your channel dying. I mean, at least once a quarter. I'm learning this, folks. I'm learning it. And there is an art to titling the video. Yeah? And drama. Yes, personal attacks. Drama. It's all part of the... This is why that min-max scandal thing that happened, wow, was that just a huge windfall, wasn't it? Crazy. Anyway, your title of your video, this title, folks, I'm talking about the video I paused here, is I thought I was a good GM until I recorded myself. You know what? Don't be so hard on yourself, Phil. Okay? You don't have to be so hard on yourself. It takes a lot of gumption. It takes a lot of courage to record a game and then upload it to the public. I'm going to give you some tips, things I think could improve. I don't think that you're awful across the board. I just want to get that out there because when I get into the critiques, then I don't want you to lose sight of the fact that I think that it was incredibly brave of you and good of your players to do this, to put it out there. And I also agree with your conclusion in your recap video where you say that few things... Do I want to show it to everyone? Maybe we'll come back to this, Phil, because I want to go to the game. I want to show the game. You say that recording yourself was one of the best things that you've ever done to improve your practice of the hobby. And I cannot agree more. If you really are serious about getting better at running games, you really should consider recording a game session and watching it. At first, it's agony. I understand that. I get it. But the more you do this, the more you'll start to pick up on things, as you've described in this video where you give your 3 negatives and 3 positives. And I'm going to look at some of these things that you call negatives and some of the things that you call positive. I'm going to give you my take on this. Again, from an aggressive role player standpoint, not as a Daggerheart super fan. I wouldn't call myself a Daggerheart super fan, Phil. I didn't despise it, but there's some things about it that I feel are just not a good fit for me personally. To each their own. Okay, so this is the and I haven't linked this in the description. I'll change that. I'm going to put your commentary of your game. I'll link that too, so that people watching this, I mean, there's dozens of people that'll watch this. I'm just doing this for fun. Okay, let's go and look at the game. Now, I'm going to start here because we're going to come right into one of the harshest criticisms you gave yourself. You said that you were patronizing to your players, especially to your wife, Maureen. Hope I got that name right. I think I did. Maureen is playing the game. And you know what, Phil? I think it's fantastic that your wife is playing the game with you, playing a role-playing game with you. That is great. Couples that game together, stay together. Say it with me. All right. Let's fade out the jazz. That was a fade. Just pretend with me. And let's listen to let's listen to this this turn. This is the turn you were really upset with yourself over this. Let's watch it.
Definitely. I would probably kick his balls or something like that.
Okay, well, that's an unfortunate place for me to start. I did not intend to start with the kick to the groin. The groin kick. That always comes with hand motions. The groin kick. No. Oh, and this is one of his friends. Okay, this is Ricardo. And I would say, Phil, when you watch this, maybe on the editing room floor was a lot of the Ricardo talking, because I didn't hear nearly as much from Ricardo as I heard from Thomas. I hear a lot of Thomas in this game. There's not a equal distribution of playtime. Turn lengths are different. All right, this is Ricardo. We're not going to start with him, though. We're starting with Maureen's turn in the opening bar fight.
Hey, go ahead. Roll to hit for me. So
using what in this case?
So if you are just striking him, an unarmed attack is going to be D4 with your proficiency. So if you've got 2 proficiency, then it's 2d4 plus. Actually, let me double check.
No, okay. I was shocked, Phil, when I learned that your game session was over 4 hours long, and then you edited it down to 2 hours and 30 minutes. I was shocked with that because at the 2 hour and 30 minute mark, I thought it was a relatively slow game session. Part of that is because you're referencing back the rules a lot. And my suggestion for you, Phil, in this case, is just say what you want from the player. Roll this. Make this check. And it is not unreasonable, Phil, for you to insist, and we're going to get to this in just a minute, you should be able to insist from your player, and this is for everybody out there. This is for everyone out there. Players, it is not unreasonable for the game master to have a baseline assumption that you have read the rules. Read the rules. All right.
Yeah, it's D4 for...
Oh, yeah, here we go. So we got Phil. You can see my cursor. Here's Thomas. There's Ricardo. We just saw Ricardo. He was talking about very, underhanded, dirty trick attack he was going to do. I approve. And then this is Maureen. Good on you, Phil. Maureen seems like a really nice lady. All right. Very nice.
Good damage using your proficiency, but you'll roll with strength or finesse to see if you hit.
Okay, so it's going to strength it is that.
Okay.
That's going to be 17 with hope.
Okay, make sure.
Okay, you do this thing. I'm going to point it out here. Every time. Now, I don't think you need to hold your players' hands this much. That's theirs. That's on them. Hold on, I got a cough. All right, I'm back. So you don't have to remind them this every roll. You do this every time, and it slows things down.
That's going to be 17 with hope.
Okay. He said, now, I've played Daggerheart, so I understand what's going on here. When you roll your dice for a check, you roll 2d12, and you have dice of different colors. One of them represents fear, and a different color represents hope. And whatever dice is the higher of the two is going to determine if it's with hope or if it's with fear. If it's with fear, then the game master. I'm explaining to those of you that haven't played Daggerheart. I assume there's a couple of you that haven't played Daggerheart. Gronyard guy. Maybe he has. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't make assumptions. But if it's a hope, then the player has to mark that on their character sheet as a resource that they're counting. This is one of the things I don't love about the game, honestly. And so they'll spend hope as a meta currency, and the GM will spend fear because he marks if it's a fear. You will never play Zarian. Never. What if I ran you a game? Maybe. All right. You've watched it on TV, so have I. And I've played it. So I'm just explaining the mechanic. That's the base mechanic. 2d12, add the dice together. If you roll doubles, it's automatically a critical. If you roll doubles. So whatever the number is, it could be double 12s, it could be double 1s, it doesn't matter. It's a critical if they're doubles. And that hope and fear thing is important. Yeah, the 36 section long Daggerheart. Oh, man. It's just I'm not going to get into my review of Daggerheart. Nobody cares about what I think about that. But what I'm getting at, Phil, is this. This is taking way too long. Man, you guys are distracting me. The issue is that you remind them every time. I assume that the players will know this and they'll do this in the background without me holding their hand. Don't hold their hand on this. These are adults. They should figure it out. It took me, a minute to explain the whole concept behind the hope, fear, and roll 2d12, add them together, add what other bonuses you have. And then when you get hey, how you doing, Max? Good to see you. We're talking Daggerheart, the one we played. So you don't have to, Phil, you do not have to remind them every time like this.
Okay, make sure you give yourself a hope.
You say that every time. Leave it to the players.
And that 100% hits.
Okay.
Please roll the damage for me.
Okay. Why aren't they? They should just be doing that automatically. You say success or it hits, and then you don't have to remind them. They already have this on their character sheets. And I do like the fact that they're using character sheets. Good on you for having a character sheet. Yeah, you could. You can make good characters in Daggerheart. You can.
7.
So 7 damage. That is enough to knock this guy down to the ground and out the fight.
But what does it look like? Anyway, that's something that you mentioned as a negative, is that you struggle with the theater of the mind because you really like using the miniatures. Just my suggestion to Phil is just always think of, what does this look like? What am I seeing? Describe that. Practice that.
Right. Yeah, these guys are not strong. The rest.
Don't edit. You don't. As the game master, you do not have to give away this information. Show it. Don't tell it. How would you show that these guys aren't strong? What would happen in the bar? Would they all cower in fear after this one thing? Would they all run away? Somebody wets his pants? Albert made an excellent point. Okay, Elf Hunter. If you remind them always, you're training them to work through the... Yes. Exactly, Albert. Exactly this. Phil, you see this comment? That is exactly why I think it is detrimental long-term to hold their hand through the whole thing. You don't have to. You don't have to. They can do this on the character sheet. Thankfully, they've printed out character sheets. Yes.
The bar is erupting in fighting. There are about 4 or 5 different groups of people all tangling here. And we'll jump back now to Marvi. as these people are fighting, you've got someone in your face. What do you want to do?
I think you can, if you're looking for ways to not have a 4-hour session, Phil, instead of that whole preamble, you've already described what's going on, right? So this is what's happening. Just say, what was her name? Her real name is Maureen, but she's playing Mavi, I think is the name of the character. Just say Mavi. That's the only cueing she needs. And then she already understands, it's my turn. I say what I'm doing. And that's consists my turn. And then it goes to the next person and away we go.
Marvy wants to go back to studying. So she's going to grab her stack of books and just try to push her way out of this bar. She's going to be like holding her books close to her chest, being like, excuse me, please. Sir, I just need to get by. And she is going to cast Rune Circle. So I'm going to mark a stress, and I create a temporary magical circle.
Okay, Maureen. Again, it's good that she has her character sheet, Phil. I think that's excellent. You gave that she took the initiative, she printed it off or whatever, and she has it there. If you want to reduce the amount of editing that you had to do to get this down to 2 hours, 30 minutes from 4 hour plus, just tell your players they don't need to read out all of the mechanics that they're using. We trust you to just do the thing. Tell us what the thing is. Don't give us the play-by-play of the mechanics and then read the spell description. Just describe what everyone sees. That's what you want to do. You want to describe what everyone sees. All right. But this isn't the issue. The issue that you really were really hard on yourself on is coming up in the next couple seconds. We're going to watch it. We'll dissect it.
On the ground where I stand, all adversaries within melee range who enter melee range take 2d12 plus 4 magic damage and are knocked back to very close range.
Okay. Does that move with you when you walk?
What does that matter? She just cast it on the floor. And this is where you got really upset because at yourself, Phil. You were harder on yourself than I'd be on you on this one thing. What you thought was okay in this is the part that annoyed me the most.
It says create a temporary magic circle on the ground where I stand.
Right.
It says where I stand, so if I move, then I feel like I'm standing in a new spot and it follows me.
I don't think it does. I think it's where you stand.
Okay, so you were really hard on yourself for saying that to your lovely wife. I don't like anything that's happening here right now, to be fair, because I hate talking about mechanics in the game. I like the mechanics to be just all there. It's a framework that exists. All of our actions are translated through the mechanics, but we don't have to talk about the mechanics. We talk about the action. All right, so you don't like that she's thinking this moves, but did she say it moves? She just said she cast it on the floor. It didn't actually become relevant until you said, well, are you sure? Yeah, this is... And if you're worried that she's getting this wrong, what you could do... Yeah, he is under Ponder the Orb. You're absolutely right. And I gave him credit. And we should all give him some credit because he is under a lot of stress to do this. You got to keep the expert, I'm the pundit that is a Daggerheart, you come to me for all your Daggerheart needs. Now I'm showing you running the game, how I run the game. Is that not a white monster? I want, yeah. You got to pick a better beverage. It says something, Aleve, I want to say. I don't know what that sounds like, a protein drink for the seniors. Anyway, not talking about your choice of beverage as I clear my throat. All right. She just said that what I was getting at with this, Phil, is this. I know these are hard to watch, right? Because I just ramble. But what I was getting at, Phil, is simply that you could describe, if you're not sure and she's like, is this moving on the floor? You could describe or invite her to describe is even better. How that temporary circle, magic circle appears on the floor. Just describe that. She's trying to get out. Okay, this temporary circle. And you say, are you sure? No, I think it says where you stand. Stand is not walk. It's where you are in the moment. I don't disagree with you, Phil, that it's not moving because it's a circle that's drawn with magic on the ground. It doesn't say animated. It just says it's drawn on the ground. So I actually agree with you that if she thinks it's moving with her, it's not. But is it actually going to become relevant?
I don't know. I feel like
don't do negotiations at your table. Don't. No negotiating. Players, you should not expect to be able to negotiate. If someone get it wrong or you felt like you got a raw deal, talk about it after the game. Don't interrupt the game for a negotiation. And especially, I don't see any benefit at all of doing this.
Well, what do you guys think, Ricardo and Thomas, if you read that? If something said you create something where you stand.
You thought this was a good thing. I think this is a terrible idea. Now you're saying, well, hey, maybe what we'll do is we'll just have everyone else weigh in on this. Do you think that it's right? So how do you think this is going to go, Phil? Is it going to be, okay, everyone, oh yeah, it's edited. It's edited down from over 4 hours to 2.5. And Phil, I got to say, not a lot happens. In like for a 4-hour game, there must have been a lot of dead space that you were able to cut out. All right, so this is not a great plan for a few reasons. My take on this of, oh, well, we've got a ruling. Instead of just making a ruling, you're going to open it up to the floor and say, well, okay, I'm going to make a motion that this casting is static and doesn't move. Can I get a seconder for that motion? Seconder. Okay, well, the motion's on the table. Let's speak to the motion. Thomas, what do you think? What do you think, Ricardo? All right. Well, and the ayes have it. That's, first of all, it kills whatever momentum is building in your game to do this.
Do you think it would follow you around?
Don't think so.
No.
It would probably say like, yeah, it follows you if you move, like something.
It would,
like
yeah, like
yes.
Emanating from you, the center of you.
Fine.
I'll tell you what. If you crit,
this I don't like either. I don't like this kind of negotiation, Phil. Of, well, let's just see if you roll high enough, then yeah, I'll just change my ruling. What? Isn't that just altering the physics of the game as represented by the mechanics to fit the so-called rule of cool? Is that what that is?
I don't have to roll for it. I mark a stress.
okay. But to exit the room then, which is your plan, right?
Yeah, I want to like push everyone back so I can just get out.
So I will say that this will be.
Yes, I started with this. Nura. Yeah, I did start.
Either a finesse or presence roll, since you're like being very polite with people.
Look,
but you can do it with advantage.
Okay, there's a different way of doing this. Phil, there's a different way of doing this. If the player is able to choose between, which of their aspects they can pull upon. I'm going to pull on my background. I'm going to spend a hope Do they really have to tell you that? Can't you just trust them? You should trust them. And players, you should be trustworthy. You should just do the thing. And if they can choose between strength or finesse, then just have that be a convention at your table. And all you then have to say, Phil, this is easy. I'm trying to make your life easy. Phil, I'm going to look at the camera. I'm trying to make your life easier. All right. What I would suggest is you just call for a roll. Make a check. Yeah, that's the jump scare. It's the t-shirt. Blame the t-shirt. All right. You just say, make a check. They describe it. I quickly dart between, right?
Because you cast the rune circle. And if you crit, the rune circle follows you out and you'll get a hope.
That's the presence. 13.
13, you do manage to... Was that with advantage?
Yes.
The D6? Yeah. 13's good.
Look, the mechanics, I'm not in love with the meta currencies in the game, but it's not a complex game, Phil. It's really not that complex. I don't think that it's your job to remind the players of the game they're playing. Remember I said advantage. You remember what that is? You got to roll the D6. Did you roll the D6? Do you see what that does? It's very... it's like gaming with training wheels. You don't have to do that. You can just set your expectation. These are my friends. My friends value my time. I value their time. There's a certain expectation before the game starts. Are you sure you did this? Hey, did you mark that fear or hope?
Good. You managed to sneak out the room, leaving your allies.
Did she say, I think she did say finesse. Did she say finesse? Yeah, I think so.
in this brawl. So perfect. And then we'll jump to, was that with hope or fear? Sorry.
That was with fear.
Okay, so the players just are told, if you roll with fear, you have to let me know. Because then he's using a product to track his fear that he builds as a resource. But players, you should give that information freely to the game master rather than him having to prompt you for it. You know this. It's not complex.
That was fair.
And people are not taking damage?
No, it doesn't. Well, it stays on that point, and you do blast away.
All right. So you see those little skulls? That's how he's counting his fear.
A few people where you were stood, but it stays in that area. Which brings us, back to Pip Knackle.
All right. I don't know Thomas. I understand he's your friend, Phil. But I feel like Thomas did not come into the game with enough preparation to be respectful for the time of everyone. Here's what happens.
This spell is near you, by the way, still. I mean, if I understand it correctly, it's still there, and if anyone gets pushed into it, they get blasted away. Is that how it works?
Yeah. I mean, it says it's a temporary magic circle, so I don't know how long, temporary lasts. I would assume it's just, till the end of the round, or, till the end of the scene or something.
Those glasses are huge. That's the style now. Lisa wants new glasses, and she showed me the glasses, and I just broke out laughing. I thought it was hilarious. I'm sorry, honey. She's like, I really like these glasses. I'm like, are you kidding? You look like, it looks like SpongeBob glasses. Like, why are we? He's like, it's the style. She called me a non-stylish person. How can a guy wearing this t-shirt Tangent Runner Crispy. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm in a good mood. I don't know. I shouldn't be, but I am.
The scene or someone does something to disrupt it.
Yeah.
But yes, there is a same sailor stood in front of you, Pip. saying,
I like
show me the 17 ways you'll kill me.
I like the picture that Pip is sitting on a stool right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he hops off the stool, and he goes from like kind of normal height to like being gnome size. He's standing now.
Right.
And I don't know.
I don't know why you'd let anyone play a gnome in your game. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
How tall a gnome is.
A gnome? Really? Why is there a gnome in this game?
Brother.
But I picture he kind of maybe comes up to the guy's like hip.
Yeah, about 3 foot.
Okay.
About 2 or 3
Fantastic.
foot.
I would like to, before I do anything, take a quick glance around at my surroundings and see if there's anything I can turn into a makeshift weapon.
Cool.
Or ideally like something I can hold
Wait.
in my tiny hands. Like a is there a pool table? Like a cue ball? Like
There's
solid
a pool
cue ball?
table, there's a solid pool. You've got the white ball, you've got the black 8 ball, yellow and red.
I'm gonna try. What I'd like to try and do. How is he?
Ugh. I get so sad. There's a jump scare for you, Captain. I get so sad, Phil, when a player's turn devolves into just, can I, what about this? What about that? What? Just look, Phil, you did a decent job of just saying it's a bar fight. Okay, so do they really, can't they just imagine that? They should be able to imagine that. Thomas, if you can't imagine that, then I would recommend, and I'm sure you've done this, you've been to bars, go out, go outside, be around people. It'll help.
Where we're standing, is he in between me and the circle? My intention here is I want to push him into the circle.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Or here's what I want to try and do. Tell me if I can do this. I want to.
This is approaching test driving turns.
To throw a cue ball at his head, and then it's going to knock him backwards into the circle. He's going to get blasted away.
Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do.
Don't negotiate. Don't negotiate. Call for the check. Have him try to throw the cue ball. Billiards are a thing in Daggerheart? I guess. Do the thing. Cue ball on the way. Then what happens? See what's happening here is Thomas is trying to negotiate the outcome of the roll. But all he has control of is what his character can do. His character is what, 3 feet tall? He's going to throw a cue ball, a pool ball, it's snooker, I think. So you're gonna throw this at this guy's head. All right, that's all you can do. Oh, but what's your intention? I want to help you decide the outcome. No, I mean, there's a different way of doing this, Thomas. What you could do, or Phil, you could say on a success, you describe the result, and I'll just say if it's a success or not.
We'll get you to roll to hit him with the cue ball, which is going to be with advantage because this is using one of the blunt objects. So roll strength or finesse for me, and
same thing. If he gets to choose finesse or strength, that's fine. Just say roll. I've been on so many tangents, Fire Part Creature. I'm sorry, you have missed almost nothing.
And the number you're trying to beat on this one is 14. If you get 16 or higher, he then also falls into the spell and gets ping-ponged around the room.
And that's just a D20, right?
No, it's your...
Watch this. I watched this game 3 times, Phil, because I intended to do this. And I just can't get over that a player would do this to a game master.
And that's just a D20, right?
No, Thomas. From your question, it is clear that you have not taken any look into what the game is that you're playing. Is it just a D20? No, it's not a D20. It's 2D12. Did you not read the rules? How are you going to play a game where you haven't read the rules?
No, it's your two D12s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, what was it?
You know what? I can appreciate. Some of you are going to say this. You're going to say, oh, he's obviously teaching the game to people that have never played it before. That's fine. Except that before the game starts, they should understand, just like Ricardo understood and Maureen understood, the basic dice mechanic. It's a 2D12 system. What does that mean? It means when I call for a check, you're going to roll these 2 dice. You're going to add them together. Just wait. And you're going to tell me which of the 2 dice, fear or hope, because they're different color, is the higher of the 2. And if the numbers are the same, if you roll doubles, it's a crit.
It was a 14. That was
Roll
on a
your 2D12s. And are you going to roll with strength or finesse?
Finesse.
Okay.
Finesse. 2D12s. Okay. A 1 and a 10. A 1 and a 10.
Okay. So you should have a hope and fear die there. Do you know which one's which?
No.
No. It's the basic mechanic of the game. Phil, I don't think that it's unreasonable for you to set the expectation that your players know the basic mechanic.
Okay, so choose...
I was curious. I don't remember how that...
The reason I'm focusing in on this, Phil, is that in your recap video, which again, I appreciate the recap video. I really do. I think that's very valuable. And it shows a lot of maturity. You said that there was no feedback that you would give your players. You thought the players were flawless. Were they?
I don't remember how that
No,
works.
that's very fine. Do they look...
You say you don't remember how it works. I would suggest that it's probably because you didn't read any of the rules.
different from each other, the 2D12s?
No, they're actually the exact same. Oh, no, these are... slightly different. These are slightly different.
You may want to get one that you can tell a difference of, because you're going to say that one is your hope die and one is your fear die.
Okay, I'll have the slightly darker one as my fear from now on.
Okay. And I want you to be very honest with me. Do you know which one that was? Was it the 1 or the 10?
The baseline assumption for any trust-based game, like a role-playing game, is that everyone's going to be honest.
The light one was the 10. The dark one is a 1.
Okay, that's good. That's good for you. That means you rolled with hope. And that's an 11 with hope plus your finesse. What's your finesse?
Plus 2.
So it'll be a 13. But you rolled with advantage because you're using the pool cue. So please roll a d6. with it. Just roll d6.
6.
Okay, so that...
Wait a sec. A pool cue is the stick, isn't it? That's what I always called it. It's the stick. He threw the ball.
It helps it way into success. You throw the pool ball into this guy's face. Yeah, he flies backwards into the spell and then gets flung well over. Silas, you see this guy just go flying past you. And make sure to give yourself a hope as well, Thomas.
Yeah, I think he just misspoke, yeah. Stan, welcome.
So on your character sheet there should be a hope section. If you see that, and you should be able to add one to it. Cool.
Got it.
Amazing. That guy is out of it. And the fight is kind of like finishing up slowly. You see the guy behind the barman, pulls up it's like a crossbow, but looks like it's kind of got some like technomancy. It's a little bit magical in there. He cocks it like a shotgun. And you see the whole room just go dead silent. You see people like holding up beer bottles and people with pool cues about to smash people. They just stop and they all look over him. And he says, "Sit down or get out." And everyone just kind of like puts down their weapons, pulls back on the cues. And he looks at you two, people left in the room, Silas and Pip. And he says, "You guys better get the hell out of here now." What'd you do?
I walk away.
Okay, Phil, you don't have to cue them. You two, out. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. These are players. They should be able to react to that. Just let them react.
I'm going to go right away, Governor. No problem. Sorry for bothering you. I'm going to walk through some guy's legs, though, because I'm really small.
Yeah. Straight through in between. You kind of walk out. The guy you hit with the pool ball who got thrown across the room is kind of getting up and he's looking at you as you're kind of walking out, and he's not happy about it. So you guys meet back up with Marvy outside.
Okay, don't move your players around. Don't move the player characters around. Have them do that.
It is the evening now in Torpal. You guys are very low on money. And you kind of... I have pretty much stolen this. I didn't realize till after I came up with this start. I've stolen this from, I think, the beginning of Vox Machina. I've not...
You don't need to say this. Phil, you don't have to say what inspired you here. Just stay in the world. Stay in the world. You don't have to say, "Oh, I think I stole this from..." You can talk about it after, but I don't suggest you bring this up in the game. Because now what are they all thinking? What is he talking about? Vox Machina? Is that the one did I watch? Is that in the animated one? And and they want to talk about that instead of where they are in the world right now.
We watched it, but I'm pretty sure it's a very similar thing.
Yeah, don't show the sausage being made, man. You just do your thing.
They're getting like a bar brawl, and then it cuts them outside, and there is a job board, a quest board here on the street, where people have left just odd jobs, quests, bounties, and other stuff as well as like things like that. Oh, why did my camera go off? 1 second.
You say your camera overheated?
Yeah, I think it overheated.
Uh-oh.
We will see if it survives, but this was why we're testing this. It may be over before it's begun. Unless we do just
technical difficulties. We all have them.
A radio show where we set off all our cameras. So on this notice board, different things to various degrees of money and reward, and little things like, Pilates this Saturday, or anyone looking for like a handy repairman to do odd jobs in the house. And since you guys need money, and as you're looking at this...
Okay, so the device you're using is poverty, and that's fine. Poverty is a good motivator. But I would, even in a one shot like this, look, I just don't think that okay, guys, you can choose door number 1 or door B. It's number 1 or B. Which one do you want? You want me to adjust the mic for you? I'm sorry, is it too loud? We all have our own nervous tics. I got my own. But I'm not in love with this. That's just me. I just don't like to have you have to do this. If your intent was, hey, they're going to go to this haunted place, they're going to take care of this gang, the opulent gang. If you're going to take care of that, just start them there. You started them in the tavern. They didn't have any choice in the matter. So if your starting condition is totally up to you. So you just say, this is it. Okay. Having spent your last handful of gold, you're penniless. Thankfully, your fixer has found a job for you. And this is the mission. The mission is take out this gang, collect the bounty. Just leave it at that. And then have them start in front of the door. Crap phone. Good to see you, sir. And then play Door the RPG.
Notice board. You do see a few big rewards on there. For example, one of them is a bounty on a guy called Old Crazy Toes Mulholland. Wanted for stealing from the Archmage and ruler of this town, Garrison Black. The reward is 3 bags of gold. Which is serious money, but between the 3 of you, 1 bag each, that's bigger fish to fry. There's also a reward for catching the opulent gang. And there's 6 different...
Where is Phil, where is your accent from? You have a very peculiar accent. You pronounce the G on the end of words. Like gang is gang. Who? That's different from my accent. It's a very particular accent.
Names of people under this that you need to bring in dead or alive. The names are Mr. Bronze, Miss Silver, Mr. Gold, Mr. Platinum, and their leader, Mistress Diamond. And the reward for them is...
I'm not quite sure I follow the... hey, Nabeg, good to see you. Hold on. He has a speech impediment? Oh, okay. I'm not trying to be rude either. Okay. Well, I just noticed it when I listened to him. Oh, he says these words a little different. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude about that. I just notice it as an accent. What I did notice also with this opulent gang, I just noticed this. They're all metals except for the leader is a gem. I thought, wow, why not keep it all metals? All right. We're going to skip ahead a little bit because I want to show you this just to illustrate my impression that Thomas did not spend any time at all learning the game. Okay, they go to a pawn shop to get information. And then from there, they go to the abandoned house. And then we're not going to watch all this, but there's the abandoned house. And then they get into the abandoned house and there's a squeaking sound in the hallway. And then there's the hideout. And then they plan how they're going to, spoiler alert, by the way. And they're going to take out the gang leaders a certain way. And then they have one last combat and then that's game. Now, my contention is for a 4-hour game, there's not a whole lot that happens from my perspective. So, but what I wanted to see, I wanted to go to Thomas when he's clearly he still doesn't understand the basic mechanics of the game.
And pull. I mean, advantage on action rolls to pick non-magical locks.
Amazing. Yeah, so
Pretty good.
You have You have a Shauner scramble covering this? Oh man, I'll have to check it out. Sorry, I will check it out.
Pretty
you're going to be rolling to...
Did I ever box? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Unlock this, you're going to be rolling a finesse check.
Oh, you want to see
with
combat?
advantage
Okay, I'll show
because
you.
of...
Okay, these are all just, to get in. There's a lot of rolling in this. But yeah, I'll show you the combat. Of course I will.
The pick and pull.
So I roll a d6 on top of my fear and hope die.
So, yeah, exactly.
Okay, watch this.
So you can roll all three at once.
Phil,
just remember which one's your hope and which one's your fear.
Okay, but watch how he does it.
8 with hope.
He says 8 with hope. Remember that. He says 8 with hope. What is, those of you, I explained the dice mechanic a few minutes ago. What is the dice mechanic? Roll 2d12, add them together, add whatever modifier you get from your ability score. If you have advantage, that's a d6, roll that, add that. Compare that to a difficulty class. That is the dice mechanic. Yeah, Dave, good to see you. So, Zarian's tapping out. All right. Zarian, thanks for being here. Shergul, good to see you too. All right. So it's not a complicated mechanic. But listen, he said my check was 8. And then they're all puzzled as to how he could get a check so low. Watch.
What? I have to know what numbers you rolled.
Okay, so just so I have this right.
Yeah.
On my hope die, I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
On my fear die, I rolled a 5. And
4, 5. Uh-oh. Something's gone badly wrong.
then on my bonus, my advantage roll, I rolled a 4. So 8.
No.
Oh, plus my finesse is 2.
No.
10.
4, you rolled a 4, and then you rolled a 5 on the other one.
On my fear die, yes.
So that's 9. You add those
together.
You add all of them together?
All the dice you rolled, you add them all together.
Dude, okay. Thomas, you may be a good friend, but I consider this very, very poor table etiquette. If I invite you to the game, I will make sure before we start the game that we cover over the basics of how you're going to interact in the world. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. How are you going to interact with the world? Okay, that's the basic mechanic. Here's how it works. Hopefully it's a unified mechanic. Those are always better, which means the dice mechanic itself doesn't change.
11.
11, and then you add your finesse.
With my finesse is 2, so 13.
13 is much better. That actually, you succeed with that. Yeah.
I wonder how did you get an 8? With 3 die. Okay.
I presume
we're already in. Like, I don't know how long that took, Phil, to get to this point in the unedited version of this game. But on the edited version, it took 40 minutes here for him to finally understand the basics of the mechanic. Like, how are you I have a question for Thomas. How are you deciphering what's on the character sheet if you don't understand how the numbers relate to one another? If you don't understand how to add, like, how do you get the resolution? If he calls for a check, you look at your character sheet, it's just gobbledygook. It's not anything that is clear. It doesn't say, like, oh, I have a +2 for this. Well, what? But how does that relate to the check itself? Do you follow me?
you just took the highest one, right?
I took the highest one and then added my
other one. It's takes some getting used to, but I think once you know.
I wouldn't excuse this, Phil. I would just quickly move beyond. And then afterwards we'd be like, dude, what did you not? Everyone was supposed to read the primer I sent out. Did you not read the primer? Why didn't you read the primer, man? Have that conversation. Like, why are you wasting our time? Anyhow, let's skip ahead. Okay. Shall we watch this? It's not really the final combat. I want to show you the combat. Such a stickler, right? Stickler. Yeah. I've taught many people how to play much more complex games than Daggerheart. Okay, let's see if they're in the hideout. They find where the bad guys are. Let's skip to that. They're all having good. That's a good pause, right? Everyone's having a good time.
Okay, so just so I have this straight, as GM, you are gonna open the door and just throw this cart down there.
Okay. This strays from planning into negotiation.
And hit it with something. And hopefully blow up the entire gang.
Well, I'd like to... Is it possible for me to turn... Here's what I want to do. We push the cart in. At the same time, one of us also has one that's activated. And we also throw that in at the same time into the middle of them. And that just hopefully will activate immediately. That explodes, triggers the box. Or we activate all of them in the box and then just throw the box at them.
Well, I have my hand, so I can have the one that is activated, but we don't know if they'll still go off. Like, we don't know if the ones that are off will still trigger if they're exploded near. I would assume so, because they're just explosives, right?
Yeah. And you
does it look like we could... Yeah, do the explosives look separate from... Okay.
It's going to spend a fear to trigger a countdown that you guys can't see for something. Carry on.
Great.
Does it look like the explosives can separate from the little machines? Like that they are just separate, like explosives?
Yeah, with a tinker, with a little finesse check. Difficult.
Yeah, this is all happening loudly in the hall, right down from where all the bad guys are, in the middle of their so-called hideout, which they've been able to walk in and somehow, with the rest of these gangs, who are all the gang members are convinced that they're here as part of the gang to just do an inspection. Why is this gang still a thing? How is the gang that stupid? They're too stupid to exist. And now they're having all this planning and of course, Phil, you're involved in the planning. I don't think you should be involved in the planning at all. Don't say a thing. If she says, I look at they're like what's his name? Sid from Toy Story that turned his toys into these different horrific creations. That's the explosive thing they have. So, Maureen, my suggestion to you is if you want to get information about something in the world, just describe what you do in the world. I pick up the makeshift sentinel bomb thing and I look at it. I examine the explosive. Then, Phil, you just write in, okay, the explosive is attached underneath or within the ball. And yes, the enemies can't hear you. Ponder your
difficulty 10. You could take the explosives off.
All of them?
No, I'm not trying to take it. I just want to see if it looks like it's separate.
Oh, so it looks like it's connected by a few wires and stuff.
Right, but is it like an explosive in its own right? Like it looks like it's like a pack of C4.
It's like C4 stuck to it, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Wait. The Sentinel robots have C4 on them? So the alarm is the entire building explodes? What kind of... Again, the gang is too stupid to exist. The gang's security system is more dangerous for them, or at least as dangerous for them as it would be for a would-be intruder. How does that make sense? They're already inside the hideout, and the security system is explosives that go off within the hideout. Do you see the problem?
It should explode if it's from fire.
That looks pretty exploded to me. I think we go for it. I'm gonna. What I want to do is, can I tinker with one of them to activate it? But
can I tinker with one of them to activate it? You don't know until you try.
But maybe I want to activate it, but I want to do it in my hand, and so it's kind of like facing away. So I'm just holding it, and it's not going to be looking or scanning at anyone. I'll just walk out in the front.
Smart. Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to activate it, and we're going to wheel it out to the door, and we're going to. I think we just get this set up and get ready.
Okay. Gonna spend another fear. I'm one more fear away from the thing activating. Carry on.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. Don't give it away. That's part of the stress of it is they don't know.
Okay, before we do that, can I spend a hope to use Tava's armor and give myself a bonus to my armor slot?
Yeah, probably.
You can. Yeah, do all that stuff now, guys.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Also, as we go up to the door, is the door open? Is it ajar? Is it locked?
It's
closed. How many questions? This is why, Phil, I advocate for 0 questions like this. Because if you start, then they just keep going. Door. What about this? What about this? No. Just explain to your players. This is you can do this. It's system agnostic. You can say, if you want to get more information, yeah, they are like roaches. Out of character questions are like roaches. There's never just one. Never, ever. Jump scare coming. Never is there just one out of character question ever. And the way around that is to explain to your players, just describe what you're doing to get more information. I look down the hallway, then to explain what they see. I examine the door, paying attention to the hinge. Door the RPG. Get it now as part of the 4D mixtape. Available on Drive-Thru RPG. And no, I don't get paid for that. It's pay what you want. Check it out.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, I am going to say...
Can't stress this enough. The conference room isn't that room. There is a hallway in between. That looks like it's like maybe 15 foot.
Okay, and then so we have to go into the hallway.
Oh, hold on. Rocketeered, go to Drive-Thru RPG, search 4D mixtape. It's a great deal. There's some excellent games in that. It's fantastic. Check it out. I got to put that in the link I'll edit that into the link of the box thing in YouTube. It's pay what you want, and it's awesome. You will find something in there that resonates. And you don't need anything else to play it. It starts, the way it's laid out, you get the basic rules, and then you have all of these different settings and the alterations of it's just fantastic. Check it out. I think I was blown away with what a bunch of creative people came up with. I didn't do anything for this project. I didn't. Maybe the next time I'll throw my hat in the ring, but it was really good. Really good. Yeah, it's good. It's not the mixtape video game that's out. That's really not a video game. It's not that, right? That's just unfortunate or fortunate timing, depending if there is such a thing as bad publicity. But check it out. It's good. Not associated with Mixtape the video game or whatever that is. No, this is good.
You could just wheel it down. The doorway's on the other side to the conference hall.
Okay, so
Phil, don't say you could just do this. You could don't give them, don't help them.
So let's go. We'll go through the hallway.
Okay, you open that door.
Watch. They don't want to take a turn. They want a glimpse into the future.
I'm trying to picture it. So we're in a room. The door opens into a hallway.
Yes.
Door the opening.
And
Now, Phil, you were hard on yourself on this. Phil was hard in his recap video. Check it out if you. I got to link that too. Boy, there's a lot of linking I have to do. You're hard on yourself, Phil, because you say you don't know how to do theater of the mind. I don't think that's the deficiency here. I think what's happening is that the players are used to negotiating with their GM as to what the future is. And so they're test driving their turns. And they're unwilling to commit until they can get more. They want more information. But what they really are asking for is, I need to know what's going to happen when I do this. That's not how a believable world works. I don't think this is a deficiency of your description. I don't. I think this is an inability of a player to take action as their characters. That's what I think is happening. I think you beat yourself up over this particular topic. You're not the issue.
And then at the end of that hallway, there is another door that leads into the conference room.
Got it. Okay, so let's wheel it. Yes. Okay, so we're going to stealthily wheel it up through the hallway.
Okay.
To that door. Right? So we're up on the...
Now, Ricardo says very little in this whole game. And Thomas, you can play a little experiment with this game session and just fast forward to random spots in the game and who's talking. Now, it's often you, Phil, but if it's not you, it's Thomas. It's almost never Ricardo. Almost never. So they're not really taking turns.
The door.
So what I'm trying to get at here is because you were reluctant to open this first door.
This is a negotiation. That's what this is.
Bruh.
And I don't think that you need to do negotiations like this.
Before, because you didn't want to draw any attention. But I'll say...
You know what? Ponder is right. When Ricardo does take turns, he's very decisive with his character. He plays a character with very poor wisdom.
Say you open that first door and you see that there is a hallway, and at the end there is an open door into the conference room, and they do not look and see you, but you do see a man dressed in all gold sat at a chair at a table.
Yeah. Well, they both have a beard, but Ricardo is here. This is Ricardo. And I liked his character. I thought the character concepts are fine. I just would prefer to see more of it.
And further in that room, you presume the table continues with the gang all around it. So you've got a straight shot.
Don't tell them what they presume. Say what's there. If they can't see it, say nothing. Don't give them more.
You can see one of them.
Okay. I understand. Okay, so I think we just have to. We gotta launch it. We have to run down the hallway and launch it
Yep.
in there. Okay,
Yep,
so it's
yep.
gonna be like a sprint. Okay, I understand. This is gonna be hilarious.
Let's go.
I'm excited to do this. I think we just do it. Okay, so how about this?
What is happening here?
Are you sure about that?
What is happening? How about this?
I will sit on top of the cart with the thing. I'm gonna hold it on top like a maniac. You guys are gonna push, right? You guys are gonna push us full speed. I'm going to right at the door. I'm gonna jump off and jump backwards and throw it in with the cart.
Okay.
Okay,
Like a
sure.
fadeaway.
Let's
That's the
do
plan.
What I like about what Ricardo does here, Phil, is Ricardo's character doesn't think through things. So whatever he just does it. That's his character. There should be more of that here.
Okay.
And Pip is very adamant on doing it this way. He says it works all the time.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I am pushing the cart.
So yeah, what's everyone doing? So Silas, you're pushing the cart.
Yes.
All of this, and we're still not clear on what people are doing. Okay, we got to fast forward this. Let me just tell you what happens. They push the cart. In the middle of pushing in the cart, a guy, because they rolled with fear, Phil throws in a complication. Good on you, sir. It's all good. That's great. They rolled with fear, so there's a complication that happens. He's good. You're Phil. I thought it was great. Just so happens one of the gang members comes out of their conference room into the hallway just as the cart is coming to the entrance to this conference room. Right at that least opportune moment, this happens. Then they have this whole thing. I'm going to do this, and it goes really long. It's very cumbersome. It takes a long time. Let's go into the final combat. I want to show you the combat.
As you guys are all now still in that original room / in halfway in the hallway looking down at this debris in front of you now as you blew up this conference hall. The doorway into the conference room is now just like a blasted circle in the wall. You see the body of Mr. Bronze, and you see a bunch of other limbs and things on the ground. It looks like you've killed a fair few of them. But you did not kill all of them. And in fact, coming out the door, looking pissed off, you see a woman dressed in full of almost like opal clothing. Lots.
This is something that we all struggle with, Phil, in one way, shape, or form. When giving descriptions, avoid equivocating language. It's hard. I know that you're coming up with a lot of this on the fly and you're doing a decent job, but practice that. I practice it too. I'm not perfect at this, by the way, Phil, just so you know. I'm not in some ivory tower looking down. Oh, you should just be like me. No, I make mistakes all the time. But if you can be conscious of the language you're using, especially words of like, almost, kind of, sort of, those are words that are superfluous to the message you're trying to get across. Just take them out. If you want to say it's similar to opal, how would you do that? Wearing a gown that shimmers with stones that have an opalescent character. Something like that. Opalescent, that's right. But something like that. Did you catch that? Attempt to limit your use of words such as Like, see, it's hard to do. But your game will be much improved. Excuse me, it'll be much improved.
Of like silver and reflective materials. This is Mistress Diamond. And you see her arms, and she has like what looks like crystal or diamond gauntlets on her arms. But she looks...
There's an opal mine not far from where I live. It's a semi-precious stone.
Pretty beaten up from this explosion. And then behind her...
Like a little gem. Opals.
You see Mr. Platinum.
Good point, Albert. I guess she could be on the wanted poster, maybe. Or they have name tags because this is the dumbest gang ever to exist. But it's okay to...
Who is in full, like, platinum clothes, very reflective, very shiny.
Why would a gang that is wanted for grand larceny, why would they wear reflective clothing? Wouldn't that just tell everyone, oh, there's the gang. Well, where's the city guard? Where they get? Somebody go down to Dunkin' Donuts, grab the city guard. We can see them. They're right there. They're the opulent gang. They're not hard to spot. They reflective. they reflect light.
Holding a platinum staff that looks like magical. And I'm going to spend a fear and say that he begins firing these magical blasts of energy out of his staff at you guys.
I also think you don't need to announce when you're spending fear. I trust you, Phil. You just do the thing. Describe what happens.
And they're going to fly towards Marvy.
Why?
Why?
They're not happy. And I rolled a 3, so they miss.
Okay, miss.
And then the spotlight goes to you guys as these 2 final remaining Opal gang leaders who are both beaten up stand in front of you. What do you want to do?
Okay, here's the combat, folks. Let's watch the combat together.
Can I throw down rune circle?
Yes, you can. So
I'm throwing down
guys,
rune circle.
So you guys to imagine what I'm imagining right now.
Yeah, timestamp on this. We're about 2 hour. What is it here? We'll call it. We're at the 2 hour mark.
It's fundamentally the room, the big room you're in, which you've cleared out of people, but you're in like the doorway that leads into this hall, and then behind the hall is an explosion mess. You can't go that way anymore. So fundamentally, that's all it is. It's a hallway with these 2.
You've already explained this. I expect players to be paying attention, so you don't have to repeat yourself.
Bad guys in, and then you guys are in the room next to this hallway. So do you want to throw the circle down in the room?
I want to throw the circle down in the hallway, like just in front of like the door. Like they'll have to go through it to get to where we are.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I'm going to spend a stress to do that, and and then I'm just going to like back away so I'm not in like line of sight, like position myself like to the side. So if they want to see me, they're going to have to like, maneuver their way around.
Absolutely. Silas or Pip, what are you doing?
Want to go first, Pip, since you're closer?
Okay.
Yeah, you're in ghost form right now in the hall with them.
Yeah. If I'm gonna
I forgot about the ghost form, guys. Phil, I don't think that was, again, I don't want to, what did you call it, Phil? You called it backseat GMing. But what Thomas does is he I think he's just alt tabbed. Maybe he had a crisis of conscience after he didn't know the basics of the game. And so he went on to the Daggerheart wiki or something, and he found some cool ability, and he's like, hey, could I have this? And it's an ability that lets him turn intangible. He becomes a ghost. Now we're all tired. That's true, Captain. And then he, which is according to you, and again, I'm not right up to speed with the latest from Darrington Press, but according to you, these abilities are still in beta. They're not. They haven't playtested, or they're still playtesting them. And he picks this ability, which honestly is more than a little overpowered. And then he uses that again and again and again throughout the game. I was like, oh, okay.
I have to leave ghost form. Is that going to cost like? Is that my turn, or is that?
What does it say on ghost form there?
So it says while in spirit form, you can spend 2 hope. Oh, your physical form can shift between corporeal and incorporeal. Mark a stress to transition in and out. And I marked 1 stress already because I've turned into ghost mode.
So if you want to mark another stress to get out, you can do, and then you can still do something.
That. Okay, so I will do that. And then who's closest to me?
So it is Diamond.
Diamond. Okay,
She's
okay.
Like...
I'm going to I'm just gonna go straight at her. I'm gonna run at her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going.
Oh, you can move through the circle that I cast down too. It only hits adversaries, by the way.
Okay, if I have to go through the circle, I will.
Yeah,
you
don't have to. You're
like straight line, beeline.
Awesome.
Beeline to her, and I'm gonna try and hit her with my dagger. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna try and hit her with my dagger.
Okay, so roll to hit with her with the dagger here. So it's your 2d12s plus, I believe it should say next to your thing, is it agility?
Agility.
Yeah.
Equipment.
So yeah, 2d12s. Agility.
Okay. All right. That's an 8 with fear.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna take the fear here. You go in to like stab her, and you have like the perfect shot, and you've done this many times, and you go straight in, and you're sure it should work, but you realize that she has like diamond parts all around her body, like growing on her skin, and you just hit this red, like this hard area, and you know now if you'd gone just to the left or just to the right, you would have got it. It's pure luck. But on the fair, she is going to raise up her diamond gauntlet, and I rolled a 3 again. So she swings at you, and you see it coming. She's a bit slow. You narrowly just like move out the way of her. Thomas, I kind of picture her like that Marvel Rivals woman.
I'm picturing Emma Frost.
Yeah, Emma Frost. Yeah. Exactly. So she swings at you. You narrowly dodge it. But I will spend a fear to give Mr. Platinum another go, and he's going to shoot at you for a nat 20.
Okay. This should be good. You just crit on the gnome. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh!
Yeah, let me just, so that is going to be...
Yeah, so you don't know this, K-Dolo, so I should bring you in. The player dice mechanic is different than the game master's dice mechanic. The players roll 2d12, but this is not a part of it that I love, okay? The game master for the enemies and NPCs, he rolls a d20. So his rolls are way swingier than and that's on purpose. That's why they did that. Do I like that? No, but that's why he said I have a nat 20. And I don't remember. I don't think that enemies crit. Max, do you remember? Do enemies crit? I can't remember. I don't know that they do. Oh, they can? Okay, thanks, Firepart. Okay. Yeah, so this should be erasing the gnome from existence. Yeah, doubles is a crit for players. That's right. But the Game Master is not using 2d12s. He uses a d20. Anyway.
Okay.
Finish him.
It's really not that bad, actually. It's really not that bad.
Oh.
18 magic damage as he blasts into you, which would have been very bad if you...
Okay, Phil, what I would suggest, instead of just saying damage, 18 magic damage, what is that? What does it look like? Paint the picture. Say what it looks like.
You're still in ghost form, but you're not.
Yeah, that'd be pretty...
Yeah, it's true, the 2d12, and I explained that, how hope and fear are generated. That's true. My contention is you can still... I don't see why the bad guys couldn't use the same 2d12. They just don't generate hope or fear. You could keep the dice mechanic the same. And doubles are a crit. But they don't. They use the d20 for the opponents.
Dead.
So you're going to take 18 damage, which means... because I don't know if you remember the setup here.
That is severe damage for me. That's severe.
So it's 3 HP, but you can mark armor slots, of which you have 3.
And knock it down to major, right?
Yes, you can only knock it down by 1 now.
Yeah, okay, so I'll knock it down to major damage. That's 2
HP and 1 armor slot.
See, he definitely did not read that either. He doesn't understand how damage works. Damage in Daggerheart is an interesting mechanic. But you have to read it. You have to understand the mechanic in order to use the armor slot thing where you sacrifice some of your armor. Which I think is an interesting... I prefer armor as damage reduction. I prefer that. Rather than making it harder to be hit, I like it as damage reduction. And that's in essence... Yes, there is a basic that you have to hit above to even hit them, but most of the armor in Daggerheart is damage mitigation. I agree, Max. I think it's one of the better parts of the game. But you have to know it before the game starts. You should know that.
Will it cost
yes.
you? Cool.
Okay.
Solid stuff.
Okay.
But my point here, Phil, is that I would have very much liked to have known more of what that attack looked like. Not just it's magic damage. Well, but how? What kind? What is it? What do I see? I want to be seeing the world through my character's eyes. My character saw what?
And I was looking at Silas Baxton now. But yeah, I think it's the same thing for you. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Man, you guys only have 3 armor slots. I just feel like when I've played with Guardians and stuff, they have so many. Yep, Spotlight is back to you guys. Silas, you've not been for a while.
Yes. How far am I from any of them at this point? Could I move and attack, or I wouldn't?
Yeah, I will say...
It's a good question, Max. I'm not entirely sure. Some damage is... I guess so. If it's a magic attack, I mean, it wasn't described to me so that I could picture it, though. It's just, but I think so. I think they can.
That you could very easily move. The battle is so close quarters that you're all within close range of each other, or could very easily be. So, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So what I will do is I'm gonna pick up my battle axe which I changed from like the long sword because it. Anyway,
Okay.
I prefer the battle axe. Now you actually notice, like the battle axe is like really weird looking. It has like an unblinked.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for that clarification. He should not have been able to do that. Oh, and so when people make mistakes. The point of this, Phil, is it's better to just go through it and then you'll fix it. You can say, oh, we did that wrong. Next time when we play again, we'll know for next time that we can't actually use armor slots for magic to mitigate magic. That's what makes it deadlier. Good to know. Thanks for looking that up. I have the PDF because we played it. I have the PDF of Daggerheart, but I haven't looked at it in a while.
Blinking eye in the middle. There's like where it opens the edges like teeth, which feels to be drooling. Weird shit, like very gnarly stuff. So like he picks up that axe, like starts like running towards them, like evildoers. So like tries to like have a swing at one of them. I will also imbue the weapon with.
Yes, Captain. This is his turn.
Making a favorite weapon, something from like the warlock, which basically imbues your weapon with your patron's fury until you deal severe damage. On a successful weapon attack, you can spend any number of favor. Like we'll see if I do hit first. That is 14 with fear.
Remember again which one you're going for? Platinum or diamond?
Probably platinum.
Platinum?
Because he attacked a couple times.
And you say it's 14?
Yeah.
That misses, I'm afraid.
Okay. No
Was that with hope or fear?
Fear.
Nice. Okay. He is going to straight up take another shot back at you. And I got a 5. These dice are not good. There's either crits or 3s and 5s. So he misses you. And I'm going to spend another fear and have... you see Mistress Diamond, she uses a ability called Double Trouble. And pretty much next to her appears a diamond version of her. Her silhouette.
I would just do that. Phil, like you don't have to... In my opinion, let me get in. All right, Phil. When you describe the big boss lady's simulacrum, it's not really a simulacrum. Her mirror image, the thing that she does, I think it diminishes the impact when you say, I'm spending fear to do this, and this is the name of the ability, and it does this, and just describe what they see. That's all they get. They don't see you spending the fear in the world. You could just describe, which you to your credit, you are doing here. Just take the other stuff out. Oh, let's go back.
But you can see diamond version.
That's what I mean.
And have you see Mistress Diamond? She uses a ability called Double Trouble, and pretty much
nothing is added for saying this ability is called Double Trouble. Just describe what these characters see in the world.
Next to her appears a diamond version of her. Her silhouette, her features, but you can see through her, and she's like magically materialized. And that double is going to sprint past you, Pip, and try and get into the room with you guys. What happens when she runs into this circle again, Maureen?
She takes 2d12 plus 4 magic damage and then knocked back to very close range.
Okay, please can you roll that for me?
2d12. And magic damage, and it's not back. Knocked back.
Okay, so she gets slammed back and hits the ground, and you see tons of cracks appear.
See, I trust, this is where you and I differ. I trust that he's obeying the rules. I don't need, as a player, like when I play Daggerheart, I don't want to hear as a player, I don't want to hear things that my character doesn't hear. My character doesn't hear the GM saying, I spend fear. I trust that he's doing the thing with the fear. I don't have to hear it. Some people do. I don't. I would contend that it doesn't actually, sorry about that. It does not really help in any sense for me to know that the GM's spending meta currency. Just do the thing. That should be a gift. Just do it. I'm okay with it. I don't think you're cheating. You're doing the thing. I trust you. You're my friend. Yeah, I think you're right, Firepart. In all fairness, I think this is something that is ingrained into Daggerheart fans that doesn't need to be. It does not mean to. Okay, here, another jump scare. Get ready, Captain. Daggerheart fans out there, look, you don't have to announce your meta currency. You don't have to. I know it says in the book too, but I'm saying what I'm saying here. Hear me out. You can just trust that everyone's playing the same game. You can. Back to my earlier thing, Phil. You can insist in a friendly, I mean, these are your friends. I get that. You can insist with your friends that they understand the game you're playing. I mean, sure, you have a role to help them learn it. I get that. But it's not unreasonable for them to have read the relevant portions of the game system so they can interact with it seamlessly. That's awesome. And you can do that. And I think that these players, well, I'm not so sure about Thomas, but I think Maureen and Ricardo have at least attempted, they seem to be fairly solid on the rules. I mean, yeah, we'll quibble over spell descriptions from time to time. I would just say, just trust your players. They're not trying to cheat. You're not cheating. Just run it high trust. Just do it high trust. So much better. Oh, it's so much better. Yeah, they can have cards. They have little cards. The game, the board gamey aspects of it are not poorly done. You can have the card there if you have to refer to it. It's better than flipping through the manual. Please don't do that. Please don't flip through the manual. Just make a quick ruling, move on. Okay. Do we need to watch any more of this combat? I don't know. What do you think, guys? I think, Phil, I don't want to, we're getting close to an hour and a half. All right, 2 hours. Excuse me, 2 hours. Are we close to 2 hours? No, we are close to 2 hours. Okay, well, me neither, Daniel. I can't even imagine. Well, I can't imagine because I watch a lot of it. All right, let's just see what happens with the doppelganger, the mirror image that pops up, the diamond image.
In all this diamond body. And then it's back to you guys. Who's not being full well?
Okay, so we went through one round. We got it through a 1 round thing. Yeah, this is what the problem. Mothership Down, you've hit it on a nail on the head. This is why I have a hard time with meta currencies, is because I don't want to be pulled out of, call it what you want, pulled out of the fiction. I don't want to have to be managing. and I do like games that have some meta currency involved. I mean, I play Savage Worlds. Don't tell anybody. I play Savage World. I love Easy D6. I love it. Where are we at now? We're at 210. It's not that bad. I mean, it's 10 minutes for one round. It's 3 players, but as far as these kind of game styles go, it's not the worst I've seen. It's much faster than Dungeon Dudes. Way faster. And faster than many others that we've watched together, isn't it? So, but no, back to this metacurrency thing. I wanted to just get this through, okay? The metacurrency thing, my preference is to have that as much as possible invisible at the table. Invisible. And with a little bit of creativity and a lot of trust, we can do that. I think in most cases you can. Some games like Draw Steel, exceptionally hard to do. Exceptionally hard. Because metacurrency, the game is metacurrency. That the entire game is, every class has their own metacurrency that's dependent on someone else spending their metacurrency. So that it really is a different version of Gloomhaven. I mean, just play Gloomhaven.
And who's closest to?
Oh, why? Okay. Players, you don't have to start every turn with a question. If your turns are fast, like faster than 10 minutes for 3 turns, if it's faster than that, then you won't find that you need to ask as many questions. It's true. It's true. Okay, I want to switch to this as we wrap up, because I absolutely agree with you, Phil, on this. Watching yourself as a GM. Phil's take on this, I think, is right on. Let's watch it together. I think he's right. Let's move this up ahead. We'll press play.
Making an actual play. Well, the creating of the actual play itself was genuinely really fun. While uploading it and seeing if I got views and criticisms, that was a nerve-wracking experience.
Totally get it. Totally get it.
For me. Unfounded, because everyone was so nice. But
and you know what? People you shouldn't be cruel to those that are brave enough to put their games online. Right? I don't want cruelty. Yeah, we'll critique it. But, cruelty.
That was it made me anxious.
I understand.
But it was also really rewarding. Watching myself back, awful experience. I think it probably will be for most people in general. But it just gave me...
You get used to it.
More knowledge.
Yes. Yes, Phil, it does.
How I GM. And
yes,
knowledge...
It's a mirror. You're holding up a mirror and you're watching yourself, and that's what should be praised, especially for those that have made their YouTube careers on giving advice. This is how you should do this. Do these 5 things. And what is my response to that? Show me your game, bro. I want to see, hey, this sounds like a good piece of advice. Let's see it in action. I want the practice. Show me you doing this. That's why it's so valuable to when advice, people that give advice, show them using that advice. That's excellent. We want more of that. So you are to be praised for doing this.
Knowledge is power. Plus, this isn't the first time I've done something like this. About 3 years ago, well into my 30s, I had some insecurity issues. And the way I mostly got over them, because I'm in a much better place now than I was filming myself. It's why I originally picked up a camera and tried my hand at streaming and YouTube.
Good for you. Honestly, that's good. Good for you.
YouTube videos. It wasn't to get views or make money. It was simply to get comfortable with seeing how I act and move and talk and be comfortable with putting myself out there, having
This is great, Phil. It really is.
eyes on me. And you know what? That was really hard when I started. But it was also one of the best things I ever did for many reasons. So I think I need to keep recording myself GMing. So keep an eye.
I hope you do. I hope you do, Phil. I really do. I think the more you do this and you watch how it goes, the more comfortable you'll get. I don't think that you should necessarily copy the big names in the Daggerheart scene. I really don't think their style is the kind of style that is going to work long term. I think it just leads to burnout and this or passive players or Mother May I games. But this is great that you've done this.
An eye out for more actual players soon. I even want to try doing them live, so follow me on Twitch.
Great. I hope you do. And especially live. Because this was a very much a edited game, right? Where did you say that? It was like 4 hours that you cut down. I mean, you say, go watch the video. I'll link it.
Twitch link down below in the description to check that out.
I don't do the Twitch thing. I'm sorry, guys. I don't do the Twitch thing. Twitch to me it's unpalatable, we'll say.
Probably going to be a train wreck, but a fun train wreck because I don't know how it'll be a hot mess. But yeah, hopefully see you there. Also, you know how I said I suck at ending my TTRPG sessions? I also never know how to end YouTube videos.
Oh, I don't either. All right. With that, we are the same. Phil, I do really appreciate that you did this. I know it was nerve-wracking for you and you had a case of the nerves. That's totally normal. Appreciate your players were okay with you doing this and then putting it up on the internet where you don't know. You just throw it out there in the wild and you don't know how it's going to be received and it can be nerve-wracking. I get it. I do. Sir, I do get it. I understand the critiques that you gave yourself. I'm not sure I agree with all of the critiques you gave of your play. And I do think that it's not 100% of, yeah, that's right, some weirdo will take a look at your game, watch it multiple times, and then share his thoughts. It happens. It happens. But I know I have to say that you should not, even though you did this, for your own purposes, I don't think that you need to internalize all of the what you perceive as shortcomings as a failure of the GM. I think a lot of what has happened in this game falls on the players, not just on you. You are not. Yes, it is. It is. Yes, that is inspired by Blade Runner. And my shirt. Did you see my shirt? Can I show you my shirt again? It's not your turn. See it? Anyway, so. You're welcome. So what was I at? What was I saying? Oh, yes. This is an important thing for you to hear. You should not embrace the GM as service provider. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap. That is a trap. Now, you're there to have fun. Fun. Okay. But don't come into this like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to run this great game for my friends. And I'm going to, no. We'll talk about that another time. This particular video is getting long on the tooth, and it's a work night. Some of us have to go to bed. Where's my music? Let's fade in. Okay, pretend that was a fade in. I appreciate you guys joining me for this. This was me taking a look at and trying to help out our friend Phil of Bonus Reaction. And please check out his game if you want. You can see it. You're so proud of my soundbite. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm going to use this thing. Why wouldn't I? Boy, it's like a monkey with a firearm. Hey, have yourself what? Ponder the orbs on a birthday? It's your birthday, sir? Thank you for joining us, and a happy birthday. Stop. A happy birthday to you. 40 years young. Thank you. I'm honored that you would join me on a live stream on your birthday. Everybody type happy birthday to the orb. Good for you. Hey, happy birthday. As of right now, it's the 15th. Okay, so you're... Well, hey, I'm honored all the same. I am very honored that you would be here for your birthday. 40. Wow. Man, it's funny. Maia was in here earlier, and I had made a comment about, gentlemen and Maia, a lady. And I kind of understand that most of my audience is a certain vintage. You're in very good company. Ponder the Orb 115. And I hope you have a wonderful birthday. And the rest of you and Phil, hey, if you watched this far, Phil, thank you for watching my video. And I hope you have wonderful experiences in your games in the future. I really do. And yeah, please don't hate on Phil and his friends. It is nerve-wracking to put your game out there, put your face out there. You just never know what the internet will bring. Could bring crispy. I don't know, I appreciate you guys. I do. And I will catch you. I guess we'll do this again. Let's do it again soon. Good night, all.